Good morning. And if you are new here, welcome to Darren Daily, the #1 morning program to ignite your mind, kickstart your day, and help you become better every day. You want to help people perform better, right? Your team at the office and or your team at home, right? Well, in order for your team, business or family, to perform well, they have to feel well. The critical factor determining the health, vigor, and future of your company is the health, vigor, and emotional state of the people on your team. Period. The end. As the leader, you are the CEO of your team, meaning the Chief Emotional Officer. That is your key role as their leader. So, to advise you on how to be a better CEO, let me suggest a 3-step action plan for you to get you pointed in the right direction. Here's number 1. Identify. Identify the current emotional state of your team. You start by listening to the conversations of your team. Are they more focused on problems, complaints, and justifications on why something can't be done or what's wrong? Or is their conversation mostly focused on what is hopeful, what is inspired, exciting, supportive, and encouraging of others and the future? Get a read on your team. Listen, watch, get a feel. You can make a solid guess at this pretty quickly. Now, rate the current emotional state on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being exceptional. Now, number 2, redirect. Start redirecting the conversation by asking great questions. Chip Connolly, the founder of Joie de Vivre Hospitality Group that managed around 50 boutique hotels, said to me during a time that we spent together, he said, managers try to find answers, but leaders ask great questions. You want to redirect the conversation through a series of questions. Then what? Then you need to listen. As Chip said, the higher you go up in an organization, the better listener you have to become. And I would add, the more you listen, the higher up in the organization you will go. Richard Branson also said, if you are a great leader, you are a great listener. Ask smart and positively leading questions of your team, and then listen. Questions like, what part of your work is most engaging to you? How does your job align with your career and life goals? When you exceed expectation, is it noticed? Do you feel recognized? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the commitment level of your immediate teammates to the company's goals, etc.? If you ever get into our business masterclass, I give you all the engagement survey questions that we use to check in and to constantly improve our intensely engaged high growth culture here with the A-Team. And then number 3, lead. Be the example. As the CEO, Chief Emotional Officer, don't think for a second that you wouldn't have to do the hard work yourself. As the leader, you are always the one who has to go first. What you want done, you have to demonstrate the attitude, the emotion, the engagement, and the behavior that you want modeled. As Chip put it, you need to understand the ripple effect in your company and be mindful of your actions. You are the emotional thermostat for the group that you lead. That's really well put. So here's what I want you to do today. Number 1, write down the emotional state that you want your team to be in. Make a list. Is it positive, excited, inspired, courageous, hopeful, confident, whatever? Make your list. Then number 2, rate yourself on each emotion. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your emotional state with each of your desired emotions? And how well have you been displaying and modeling those emotions to your team? Because having it and then demonstrating it are 2 very different things. Go ahead, rate yourself. You might discover why your team feels the way that they do, or why they don't feel the way you want them to feel. They have been mirroring, matching, responding, or reacting to your attitudes and energy. Now, decide how you will increase your rating with each emotion to get as close to a 10 as possible on each of the emotions you want your team to display. And think of all the ways that you can demonstrate those emotions to your team. To properly engage you into the energy and mindset that you need to bring to your team each day, just imagine for a moment, if your team possessed all the emotions that you wrote down, just think how unstoppable you'd all be as a unified, excited, and inspired force. Think of the difference that you could make in the world by bringing your valuable service to the marketplace. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for your team at the office and at home. I want the results in the world that you can create because of your new reignited emotional engagement. If you're ready to step up to be CEO, Chief Emotion Officer for your team, for your family, and all those around you, I want you to write hashtag I am the CEO in the comments below.
Hey Darren Daily friends, producer Mariana here. In our mentoring session today, Darren mentioned that he shares some engagement survey questions at Business Masterclass that our A-team uses to check in and constantly improve our intensely engaged and high growth culture. Seriously, we use them a lot. But if you could use them with your high growth team, then I really encourage you to check out our upcoming Business Masterclass. This is 100% Darren live and virtually, so pants are optional. Now, if this doesn't sound like something for you, no worries. Just keep tuning in here on Darren Daily for more great ideas to help you become better every day. But if you are a business leader or CEO, then go to dhbusinessmasterclass.com to get more info. And I'll see you all back here bright and early tomorrow morning.